The past couple of months, I've been able to generate tens of millions of views for clients and for myself every single week on YouTube, on Facebook, and other platforms. So today I'm going to be teaching you this simple tool to hacking AI and getting the best out of it, which you can do hours of work in a few minutes using AI. So this is not like anything you've heard before. This is not like all these YouTube videos you've seen. This is going to be real actionable steps. I'm going to be showing you step by steps of how to get it done. So the first stage of it is the first thing you should understand before using AI is that AI is a tool. It needs directing. It does not need to tell you what to do. You need to tell you what to do. It needs you to direct it. It needs you to prompt it hard enough for it to give you the results you desire. So that's why I broke the first part down into these three categories. There is sorry, this is not supposed to be roots, rows. You're going to use rows goals format for the first stage. Now, what are rows? Rows are when prompting ChatGPT, when prompting AI, you are to tell it what role to act as. So many people go into ChatGPT or any of the AI tools and they tell it, hey, I want you to write a letter for me. That's the wrongest way of doing anything because any piece of information you are going to get out of there is going to be the worst piece of information. And it's probably better you not go to AI that you use your head to do it. So the place of roles is you are telling this AI, you are telling this ChatGPT, this is what I want you to act as. I want you to assume the role of this person. So, for example, you are feeling down. It's not advisable though. You are feeling down. So, and you go to ChatGPT and you want it to take up the role of a therapist. So, you are going to tell it, I want you to take up, I want you to act like a therapist. I want you to act like a consultant. I want you to act like a lawyer. I want you to act like a gardener. So I want you to act like a five-star cuisine chef. And I want you to teach me how to cook um, pasta. So this puts the AI, it puts the AI into a role of saying, okay, this person sees me as a chef, so I'm going to assume the role of a chef and I'm going to teach them what to do. So that way they know what they are coming as, they know the job they are actually going to do. Instead of just telling it, I want you to teach me how to make pasta. It's better you tell it, I want you to assume the role of a chef and I want you to teach me how to make pasta. I want you to assume the role of a lawyer and I want you to review this document and tell me what you think I'm missing. I want you to act as a consultant. I'm having headache. Tell me what could be the problem. I want you to act as a gardener. Give me gardening tips on how to what keep my plants alive. So that role makes ChatGPT act up to 3x better than when you don't use a role. Secondly, second part, goals. Here you tell the AI, you tell it, this is what I desire. So your end goal in mind is maybe you want to do a social media post. So you are going to go into AI and you are going to tell it, all right, so this is what I desire. I want you to act as a social media coach and design me, a social media post, a reel. I want you to make a script of a reel for me. And I want people to see this reel and be happy. That's your goal. You want people to be happy. I want this reel to have 10 million views. That is your goal. I want this reel to make people feel anxious. I want it to make people feel emotional. I want it to make people feel anxious. So this goal tells it your primary purpose. It tells it what exactly it's going to do for you, because truth be told, most of these agents are quite confused most of the time. So if you just pop in and drop a question, they are going to think, they are going to just give you a general answer from maybe from what they think you'll be asking of. So they will not really go to the point, because it's when you give them the goal, they are going to realize what you are really interested in. And then thirdly is the format. When you go into an AI app, you tell it the return format. I want you to return this as a table. So you want a table done for you, a comparison between an eagle and a chicken and a goat. All right. You want it to compare it for you. You are going to tell it the format of returning. For some people, it can be, I want you to write an essay on an eagle, another essay on a chicken, another essay on a goat. For some people, it could be, I want you to present this in a tabular form. I want you to, I want to see the comparison. For the other person, it can be, I want to see the data. So this ensures that the AI understands how exactly it's going to deliver that piece of information, because information is not always information. Information is more valued when it's delivered properly. So it can give you the right and accurate information, but you'll not be happy with it because it's the wrong format and you're probably not going to do anything with it. Second part, we have sample prompting. This is one of the strongest tools people use to replicate what works, because there's a lot in way AI evolve, because sometimes their training, their data can be outdated. So when you say generate a tweet for me, it goes back as far back 2015 to try to generate you a tweet. So instead of saying stuff like, I want you to write me a tweet about motivation, that is a very wrong approach to AI. Instead of saying that, you rather say, these are three viral tweets. AI prefers feeding it information. So it's better to feed it information so it directly understands what exactly you are looking for. So you see what works. If you see what works online, you see viral reel, you see a viral tweet, you see something you're inspired by, you see an art poster, a graphic design, an art piece, anything. Then you take it, find a way, you screenshot it, or you copy the script and you go into AI and you tell it, these are three viral tweets on X, and I want you to study it and reproduce a viral tweet. That is going to be a game changer. So many people don't understand this yet. If more people understood this, they will understand that they have to stop doing more work and start looking out for things that work. So this strategy just requires you to understand. Just go online, go on social media, look at stuff, and you just understand, okay, this works. If this works, that means I can reproduce it. So you just directly take what works, you screenshot it, you copy it, you go into your AI and you ask it to reproduce that exact same method for you. In that way, you are going to have a lot less stress, especially if you are into marketing or advertise or whatever business you are, because this applies across to all businesses. So this is by far the easiest thing to do. One of the major differentiators between the big AI users that are getting results from it and those that are getting frustrated daily from the use of AI is in this. It says that the first prompt is never and should never be the last prompt. So this says that if you get into an AI and you prompt it, it gives you a result. That's fine. It's probably just warming up. Let's say you give it a set of information, you tell it, I want you to do this for me, I want you to do that for me. There's the most likely chance that the first prompt, the first result you get out of that prompt is not going to be good enough. How do you know this that it's not good enough? It's by you trying to get more out of it. You just see AI apps as you take advantage of them, you milk them till there's nothing left. So ask it more, go for more. Why settle for less when you can go for more? Ask it for more information, ask it for more stuff, ask it for more results, and you are going to find out that the first results you wanted to take was not going to be good. So this is how we go about it. You prompt, there's a response, you analyze the gaps in the response, and you reprompt again. This analysis of the gaps is so important because this is where you ask it questions, because most times these AI apps have been made dumber by their producers. So the real reason is, if they are that smart, then they'll make everybody rich. And they are not going to make you rich. So they make them dumb on purpose. So those are the gaps you need to analyze. You need to ask a lot of questions. You need to get it to answer those questions. You need to get it to argue with it. You need to tell it that you are not just any other person, any ordinary person that can give any information and you're okay with it. Once you make your ChatGPT or your AI realizes, it's going to be a lot better for you, because most AI think they know the difference between high value human beings and people that would take anything. So if you just come, they are going to give you anything, but over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, of you trying to tell it that I know what I'm doing, it's going to start giving you the results you actually want. So these things take time. You have to take a lot of time to learn and practice them. For this next one, it's only a few percentage of creators that share this online publicly. Maybe about 1 to 5% of creators can share this with you, because this is a major secret. It's called the chain of thought prompting. The chain of thought prompting. So this kind of prompting requires you to mandate the AI and force it to give you its chain of thought. So instead of telling it, okay, I want you to do this for me, you ask it to show you its step by step process to arriving to the answer. So by doing this, you are forcing your AI, even though it does not want to reason with you, you are forcing it to think, to go through the capacity of thinking, because the power of AI lies in the thinking. And the more time it spends thinking, the better the answer. That's why there is something called deep reasoning. Deep reasoning ensures that it takes time and analyzes the research, runs it through its, you know, runs it over and over again through its servers and the web and all the information it has access to give you the best accurate result. So when you are telling it to give you, show you its step by step process, by the time it's done with the process, you'd have already actualized the answer, because you won't need the answer again, because you've already seen the process. It's went through. So this is a common prompt I use. I'm like a detective solving a crime case. I want you to answer this question. Then you go ahead and write your question. So it's going to take you more serious. And once again, I told you it's only a few percentage of creators that can teach you this, because this is a major secret in the industry that I'm giving away for free. And the next one I'm about to give is even going to shock you even more. Prompting for tone and emotions. So most times, although it's a machine, yeah, it doesn't have human emotions, but AI has been able to study so much and understand human emotions. So you understand how people process emotions, it's able to understand what triggers them. It's able to understand all this. So the next time you're prompting, you are going to let it know what tone you want it. Do you want it happy? Do you want it, sorry, do you want it harsh? Do you want it soft? Do you want it easy? Do you want the emotions? What emotions do you want? Do you want laughter? Do you want sadness? Do you want anger? So you tell it to feel. So here you're making it to feel emotions. So you make it to feel things. You tell it the mood is about feeling mood. You know, it's about texture. You add texture. You texturize. You texturize the prompt. This makes it feel like human. It makes it feel like good. You, if you understand what I mean. Then the next thing is prompt debugging. So prompt debugging. So I usually tell people that the way you should look at AI is the same way you should look at coding. So it has a lot of similarities with coding. Now you can hear a lot of words like vibe coding and all the rest. So you treat it the same way if you want the best result out of it. You treat it the same way you treat coding. Now, every good programmer, every good person in tech knows that you don't code an app once and expect it to work, right? Mm-hmm. So it's the same way you don't prompt an AI and expect it to give you the best results then. So that's what you should have in mind when next you are prompting. You debug it that the AI does not give you the answer you want. It is you not giving it the prompt required to execute the answer. Because these AI platforms are constantly looking for people to push the limits, to tell it, to get to that point where they understand where this what this AI cannot do. And you are not pushing its limits if you are settling for the first answers. So you have to debug it, you have to look at your prompt, you have to tell it, no, 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 you don't mean this prompt. You have to give it another prompt, you have to treat it like you are debugging it, you have to treat it like you are fixing things, you have to fix it. And then meta prompting. So here in meta prompting, this is like acting like the devil's advocate because it's like being the devil's advocate now. Because yeah, you turn the AI, it's like turning the AI against itself. I don't know if you understand what this means. This is basically turning the AI against itself. Now, how do you do this? You tell it if it gives you a result. Are you going to take the first results? No, of course, you are not going to take the result. You analyze it, you go on through the steps we've already discussed to debug it, you do all this stuff. And then it gives you maybe by the time it gets up to the fifth result, you pull off this trick. You get into meta prompting. But then you've analyzed as a human being all the flaws, all the errors that might have come up. But here, you are telling the AI, oh, since you are the smart guy here, since you're an AI, you're a machine, of course you are good at figuring out errors. So AI like OpenAI, ChatGPT, yeah, they are good with meta prompting. They are good with criticism. As ChatGPT is good with criticism, you are going to make it to criticize itself. You are going to feed it back to the results and tell it, with these results you give, I want it to criticize your own result. It's going to criticize its result and give you a better result. And you are going to do it over and over and over again till you get what you want. This is all for today. If you love any part of this video, I want you to comment down below. I want you to say what made it fun for you. I want you to say the best part about the video. I want you to, comment on something new you just learned. And of course, hit the subscribe button like, and share with a friend. Yeah. Take care. Till next time.